One of the most startling and revolutionary revelations to emerge from Washington in recent years has just been released to the public, leaving the financial world on edge. According to a highly classified Treasury memo that has come to light, XRP will eventually take the place of the US dollar as the country's primary digital currency. This isn't just another speculative tweet or crypto rumor. No, the US Treasury itself is the source of this leak, describing intentions to include XRP into the US monetary system. This startling document claims that when XRP replaces the dollar, its value might soar to an incredible $32,000 per coin. Let's dissect this. High-level financial insiders have already begun to circulate the paper, which reveals that the US Treasury is getting ready to introduce a digital dollar, albeit not through the FedNow system. The Treasury has chosen to employ XRP as the foundation of this new system instead. Yes, the cryptocurrency at the heart of America's new financial future is XRP, the same one that has endured years of legal scrutiny and conflicts with the SEC. Indeed, the leak has a deleted page with comprehensive performance charts contrasting the greater capabilities of XRP with the current FedNow system, which was billed as the next big thing for US payments. These charts are easy to understand. XRP is much better. Light years faster than FedNow. It settles transactions in as little as 3 seconds. The US Treasury's decision to make XRP the foundation of their new digital currency is understandable, given its speed and efficiency. The leak also reveals that the full digitization of the US monetary system is part of the Treasury's agenda. To guarantee a seamless transition, the document really states that the entire value of XRP must equal the current physical circulation of US dollars. After doing the calculations, we receive an incredibly astounding price target of $32,000 per XRP. This is not merely a hunch, it is predicated on the $2 trillion or so that is now in circulation in dollars. To match the current money supply and circulation, XRP would need to be worth about $32,000 per coin if it were to take the place of the US dollar. The situation becomes much more intriguing at this point. The shift from paper to digital currency is not the only thing the US Treasury is contemplating. They intend to completely restructure the whole financial system. The US economy would be completely digitalized if XRP replaced the dollar, allowing for instantaneous, safe, and worldwide transaction processing. This revolution is not limited to the United States. It might change how people think about money and business dealings. However, the effects don't end there. It's becoming evident that XRP will be more than simply the country's digital currency as more information about this plan comes to light. It will be the digital currency of the globe. Globally, central banks will be able to make cross-border transfers using XRP, rendering the SWIFT system obsolete. Indeed, SWIFT, the foundation of global financial transactions for many years, is already rushing to counter this new danger from XRP. SWIFT executives and central bank representatives recently convened an emergency meeting in Brussels to address the escalating competition from XRP's transaction speed of 3 seconds. SWIFT is in full panic mode, as you can imagine. XRP's instantaneous transaction timings are simply too fast for their system, which now takes hours or even days to execute international transactions. SWIFT is indeed thinking of taking substantial steps to upgrade their infrastructure, according to a report from the Brussels meeting, but experts think it might be too little, too late. SWIFT may soon lose its hegemony in cross-border payments if XRP emerges as the world standard for digital transactions. Major financial institutions are already getting ready for the unavoidable switch to XRP in the meantime. Globally, banks have started to amass enormous amounts of XRP, with some of the biggest financial institutions covertly turning their holdings into the cryptocurrency. One such participant is Citibank, which is said to have placed more than 120 million XRP in cold storage, indicating their confidence in the cryptocurrency's impending ascent to prominence as a worldwide digital currency. These institutions are not the only ones. In the days ahead, more institutions in the US and elsewhere are anticipated to do the same. What does this entail for regular holders of XRP then? For individuals who have been hoarding their XRP for years, this leak is the long-awaited moment. The price of XRP may soar to unprecedented heights if the US Treasury implements this plan and XRP is formally accepted as the new US dollar. Early adopters may experience an exponential increase in the value of their assets with the anticipated price tag of $32,000 per coin. The moment to invest in XRP is now even for individuals who haven't held it for years. The demand for XRP is only going to rise as the shift to a digital dollar takes shape. This shift is a turning point for the global financial system and is scheduled to start as early as Monday. In anticipation of the digital dollar revolution, banks and financial institutions worldwide may convert their reserves into XRP in the coming days. With XRP leading the way as the most valued and sought-after digital asset, this might cause a domino effect in the cryptocurrency markets. However, this change has far-reaching effects that extend beyond XRP holders. Everyone would be able to transact more quickly, cheaply, and securely in a world driven by XRP. The entire global economy would function at a completely new level of efficiency, where transactions take place in real time without any delays or middlemen, from people sending money across borders to corporations transferring substantial sums of money. The way governments and central banks run their economies would likewise be altered by this new global order. Traditional fiat money, and to be honest, the intricate infrastructure that backs it, would be unnecessary with a digital currency like XRP. The world's central banks would no longer have to cope with inflation-related economic issues or rely on real currency. Rather, the XRP-powered digital dollar would offer a more reliable, safe, and effective monetary system. The future is, well, full of possibilities as XRP gets ready to establish itself as the new norm in international banking. Will XRP actually hit $32,000 in price? Will the intentions of the US Treasury proceed as planned? Time will tell. But one thing is certain, XRP is already a major player in the money of the future, not simply a cryptocurrency. Therefore, the days ahead could be among the most important in the history of the global financial system as we get closer to the official transition that starts on Monday. As the new US dollar, XRP has the potential to completely transform how we deal with money and payments. This is unquestionably the moment to pay attention, regardless of whether you're an investor, a cryptocurrency fanatic, or someone who simply wishes to comprehend the direction of money. XRP is at the forefront of the next chapter in the history of money, which is currently being written. We'll keep you informed as events develop over the next few days. Will the US Treasury proceed with this historic action? When XRP is recognized as the official digital currency, how will the world's financial scene change? What impact does this have on XRP's price? As we get closer to the beginning of this significant financial transition, don't forget to hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and keep checking back for further updates. With XRP at the forefront, a new era in finance is dawning. We are on the verge of a financial revolution as the clock ticks down to Monday's shift. The digital dollar revolution is closer than we may realize, and XRP may be the currency of the future. To stay ahead of the curve, subscribe and keep an eye out for the most recent developments. We appreciate your time, and this is only the beginning. We should see where XRP leads us. Disclaimer: this movie is solely meant to be informative and instructional. It isn't financial guidance. Before making any investing decisions, please conduct your own research and speak with a financial advisor.